Hey everyone, this is Nick from Mecha Warehouse, and we're back today with the weekly update number 47. And so let's jump right into it. We'll start off with week in review. This is the part where I talk about what's been going on this week, things that are coming up, stuff like that. And three things to talk about this week. Number one, we're still hiring. We're still looking to fill that customer experience specialist position. There's a link down in the description. If you're interested in applying for that position, we've got a handful of applicants so far, a few promising ones, I think, based on the resumes and applications I've seen so far. So hopefully we'll be starting to interview people probably next week. Might have even have scheduled the first few interviews by the time you see this video. I'll be doing that over the next week or so, hopefully starting interviews and figuring out where to go from there. But we're still looking for applications. I would love to have a large pool of people to choose from. So if you're interested and think that you might be a good fit, check the job description, put an application in, and definitely get it in sooner than later. Because if I find somebody I really like next week, I might be moving pretty fast on making offers, things like that. Number two, the showcase, the builder showcase and open house is now just over a week away. It's on September 25th, a week from Saturday. That's really cool, coming up really fast. Definitely check also, we'll put a link down in the description for that event. If you're local, semi-local, please come, bring a build to share, that kind of stuff. I do want to mention that we do have some door prizes now for that event. I'm not sure if I had those. I must have had those last week, but I don't think I talked about them at length. So one, we've got a Sazabi Ver Ka up for grabs, a high-grade Moon Gundam, as well as two limited kits that were donated by Feral 404. He's given us a lot of cool stuff. One of them is this limited 2020 Paralympics RX-78. And the other is a Gundam base exclusive RX-78. Both have, I think, slight box damage. So if you're big into collecting boxes, but I mean, they're freebies. So who's going to complain, right? It's free. So if you're coming to that event, you'll have a chance to win one of those, as well as everything else that we've got going on there. So looking forward to seeing you then. Finally, the repaired contest, that is still coming up. We're getting a few more entries here and there, which is cool. We still have plenty of time for that. We're not looking for entries until early November, so plenty of time to get a build together and in. Again, I'll put the description down or put a link down in the description if you're interested. The two things that are interesting new, though. Number one, we got the prizes in for that contest, so we'll probably flash some picture or cool clip of some of those prizes up here on screen. Some cool ones, including a master grade NT1 Alex and an MG Epion, I believe, and some other stuff. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. That stuff was all donated or provided by Bluefin. They're like samples or something. They don't even have the Bluefin sticker on them, but they will be additional prizes. So some might be kind of divvied up for first, second, and third, and some might be just some extra special prizes to give out. You know, we'll figure that out over the coming weeks, but the stuff's in. And also look forward, hopefully on Tuesday we will be releasing a small collection of videos with some tips and suggestions on how you can improve your repaired builds. We've got a couple of our sponsored builders shot some stuff. We're editing that end of this week, early next week, and hopefully we'll be up for Tuesday. So look forward to that video. That'd be pretty cool too. So that's what we got for Week in Review this week. Next up, let's talk about pre-orders. We added some new pre-orders at the end of last week, after the weekly update went up, I think. Or was it the beginning of this week? I can't even remember, but I know we had some new pre-orders, including some new Hexagear stuff. I think the Agri, some new Governors, or at least reprints of Governors, new Zoid, or reprint of Zoid, the Godos, as well as an Armored Core kit. I should know which one this is, because that might matter to people. The Armored Core Ray Leonard 03 Aliyah Supplice opening version. So I don't know anything about that one other than that people have been asking about Armored Core kits recently. So we've got at least one up for pre-order, so jump on that if you haven't yet. Yeah, that's about it for pre-orders. So let's get into the real meat of the video today, which is restocks. We've got some amazing restocks. I'll go over the boring ones first, I guess. No, you know what? I'll do the boring ones at the end. We'll do the exciting ones first. So we got a ton of master grades in. I am going to lead this off with the fact that a lot of these, some of these we've never had at Mecha Warehouse before, and they're really popular kits. I don't expect a lot of these to last very long. Some might last into the weekend. Some might last longer. I wouldn't be surprised if a few of these sell out early on Friday. So if you're seeing this, you see any of these and you think that you want to jump on them because they could be out soon or already out, and I don't want you to miss out on them because they're cool kits. So first off, wing master grades. We've got 3 Gundam wing master grades in stock. Master grade heavy arms, an amazing kit. I'm building the P Bandai version of this on my live stream Saturday nights. An amazing kit, one of my favorites. Master grade Shenlong, another one I can highly recommend. I've built this one before as well. Nice kit, and we haven't had that one in a long time. And the master grade Sandrock, another nice kit. I would highly recommend it. We didn't get many of the Sandrock for some reason, so but the Shenlong and heavy arms we've got more of, but I bet we'll go pretty fast. We've got some seed master grades that we haven't had before. The Strike Noir Gundam, kind of cool. This is, I think, an older master grade, 2007. We got the Sword Impulse Gundam, also an older one, older-ish, 2009. I guess that's not that old. So another one we haven't had in stock here before. We got some 00, master grade 00 Quant Full Saber. This one's a new kit. This is a 2018. I guess it really looks better that way. So got that one in. Haven't had that before. We've got the master grade Dynamez. We have had this recently. This is a favorite of scalpers. We've got more of these than we've had in the past. Last time we got maybe twice as many as we had last time we had them in stock, and they lasted maybe a day and a half. So they might last longer this time. I'm not sure, but worth checking out. We got the master grade New Gundam. Another really popular, actually this is the New Gundam Ver Ka, really popular kit, worth taking a look at. We got a limited quantity and a lot were damaged this time, so normally I think that one would last pretty well if we got good quantities in. That might sell out fast. And then finally, the full armor Gundam Ver Ka. This is the Thunderbolt version of the full armor Gundam. Super popular kit from what I've seen. I don't know if I've ever seen these like stay in stock anywhere very long. I could be wrong. This is our first time getting it. We got a decent number, but I suspect they will go extremely fast. So if you really want one, I wouldn't wait around because I've been wanting them, haven't been able to get them for 2 years or whatever that I've been trying to get them. We finally got them. Hopefully we'll be able to get them more easily in the future, but you know, it's one of those ones you don't want to miss. We also got 3 real grades in. The real grade 04, this is just a Zaku 2, early real grade there. We've got the Destiny Gundam real grade, and we also got the Freedom Gundam real grade as well. So we got some really good kits in this week. I have a feeling that today will be, this Friday restock will probably be one of our like busiest days ever. Maybe, I could be wrong. Who knows? I feel like when I try to predict things, I'm often wrong. But there's some really cool stuff, and so I wouldn't wait on a lot of it because a lot of it we haven't had, and so I think they're going to go fast. The 2 other restock items for this week, though, we've got a small God Hand restock, including the God Hand Ultimate Nippers. We got restocks on a few of the other tools. The was it the PN 125s? I think we haven't had before. It's another kind of basic nipper from God Hand. And so we've got those in stock, as well as some of the sets, which is how we found out that they were, popular enough to stock, which basically has that nipper and some other tools in it. We got some of those back too. So worth checking that stuff out. And then finally, we got a small t-shirt restock of the classic tees. We are no longer going to be planning on trying to stock the Night at the Warehouse shirts. We're going to make those like a limited run every now and then kind of shirt. So if you want to grab those two, they might not be, you might not get any more of them. So if your size is in stock and you want one, now's a good time to jump on those two. So that's it for restocks. Let's move on to Q&A. So Q&A, this is the part of the video where I answer questions from you, the viewer, questions about Mecha Warehouse, questions about myself, questions about Gunpla. So if you have a question that you want answered, post it down in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer it next week. So let's get to it. The first one is from Dennis D. Basically, you can have any kit you want as long as it's a Sazabi Ver Ka classic. I'm glad you like that line. Also, will you live stream the live build event in 2 weeks? So I don't know that I will live stream the whole event. I would like to. I think it'll be hard in a lot of ways to live stream it. We do plan on shooting the whole thing as a vlog, so we will have up in a week or two a video kind of giving people who weren't able to make it out a bit of the vibe of what was going on. I very well might try, if there's a lull, to head on to Instagram Live maybe once or twice and say hello to people there and let people see what's going on here, depending again on my mental bandwidth and how things are going here and stuff. Great question. Okay, next one is from Galactic Emperor. All right, Nick, congrats on the restock, especially with the awesome Sazabi Katoki kits as well as the team growth. I still will like for you to address my question about a restock on Flame Toys kits and particularly Optimus Prime IDW version. When will it be available to order on the site? I love Mecha Warehouse as well as your weekly updates and pray for many blessings to you and your business as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, as for that Flame Toys kit, I don't think I've seen that available for order recently. I need to look again. I think a lot of the Flame Toys kits have kind of been one-off so far as I can tell, that they make a whole bunch of them, and I don't know if there's been reprints, although I think I might have seen a reprint or two starting to come around. Flame Toys is their own business, obviously. They are not part of Bandai. Bluefin distributes them, but they're kind of their own thing. And there's a lot of the earlier Flame Toys kits that I've kind of wanted to get and I haven't seen. So I wonder if they aren't reproduced. But I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for them. If they do come around, I will stock them, right? So just for completeness sake, I looked and we do have the Flame Toys IDW Optimus clear version. It's a limited event exclusive in stock, but the regular one we don't. So I don't know when it's coming back around again. Okay, next question. teenhamodic asks, hey Nick, question. I've noticed that a lot of shops update the website as they get products, but Mecha Warehouse updates only on Fridays. What is the business decision behind that? Whether the particular day, pros and cons of a weekly update as opposed to update as you get? This is an awesome question. I think this is a really, really good question, and I was really looking forward to answering this once I saw it. So, at one point, we definitely did do restocks as we go. The decision came, it was a multi-fold decision. When I was operating the business by myself, restocking on Friday meant I had the whole weekend for our busiest set of orders to pack them by myself, and meant that we could get things out quickly from when the orders were placed. And I felt like trying to turn around orders as quickly as possible was really important. And when I was absolutely slammed doing everything myself, really kind of made sense. As we moved to the warehouse, the same kind of thing came into effect, in that it gives us some predictability of when our busiest packing days will be, i.e. Friday, the day we restock, and Monday after the whole weekend of the restock being available, which means we can consistently or more consistently schedule the help, i.e. the minions, to come in and help out with packing orders for a longer time, and makes it less of a everyday being unpredictable. And hey, can you come in for 2 hours today and 6 hours tomorrow and 3 hours the next day? We can just have people come in for a full solid day. That was kind of the lead up to that in terms of scheduling help, packing orders, things like that. Fridays tend to be a day a lot of people get paid, or people get paid Thursday, so having things available on a day when people have money kind of makes sense from a pure business perspective. And then finally, I feel like it's the fairest rather than posting restocks at random hours of the day and night, in that everybody knows when it is, so they can be kind of ready to jump on those restocks. I suppose it's kind of people that have to work and can't be near a computer at that particular time might not appreciate it when there's a really like rare or popular restock, but it does give some consistency so people can kind of plan their budgeting and all that stuff around. And I found that a lot of our customers tend to be really loyal and will wait for our restocks versus just jumping it on the first opportunity they get to get a kit. So I think that's basically the gist of why we do it on Fridays. I'm considering at some point spacing that out at some point as we start getting overwhelmed on Fridays and Mondays and we have trouble packing enough stuff in that time frame that we might want to start having 2 restock days a week, say, to try to spread out some of that load. But that's stuff we'll see in the future. So I believe that's all I have for questions this week. Let's check. Yes, that's all the questions I have this week. So again, if you have questions that you would like answered, please post them down in the comments below, and I'd love to answer them next week. And see you next time. Later.